Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Fantastic that you joined me today for another episode of Quantrix Authority. And today in episode number 31, I'm going to be building off of what I showed you in episode number 29 and episode number 30. And I want to show you how to update categories automatically and keep items within your category that maybe aren't part of the current data set. So for example, in episode number 29, I showed you how to pull in some actual sales data into a actual raw matrix, and that actual sales data was coming from Access. And then I believe it was in episode 30, I went out and I showed you how to create a dynamic list of regions here, this region dim matrix, based off of the regions that are listed here in Actuals Raw, okay, and how to have that populate automatically within the sales matrix. Well, today I want to show you how you can keep all of the regions here even though they may not be listed here. So for example, let's take Nauvoo. It's the only, this last entry for Nauvoo, transaction number 47. It's the only Nauvoo that I have in the Actuals Raw. If I go ahead and I delete that, and then I go to my region dim, and I go ahead and I update region dim, and this again is a data link that's being linked to the region, and you can watch episode again 30 for that. And if I hit refresh on that, I should see Nauvoo disappear from my data set here. Okay, so it disappeared here, and it actually disappeared here as well. Well, that may be something I want, but more than likely I probably don't want that to happen. I want to see in my sales matrix that Nauvoo for the current time period or with the latest Actuals Raw refresh didn't have any sales. Okay, so how am I going to keep Nauvoo in this data set? Well, let me show you how. So I just undid what I redid there with that delete, and what I do now is I go to my region dim and I go to data, DataLink, edit DataLink, and I want to go through and change a setting here that's pretty straightforward. I'm going to click next all the way until the last page here, and there's this checkbox and it says remove previously imported category items and data not present in update. So I want to uncheck that. That way it will keep any items that were previously imported that may not be in the current update. If I click finish here, and then if I go ahead and I delete Nauvoo here, you can see that my value went to 0 because there's no sales now being registered. But once I then update this data link here, Nauvoo should stay, and I should still see my value of 0 here. So again, that's how I would keep the items of the category that's being derived from my Actuals Raw data here if it's not in the current data set. If you have any questions about Quantrix Modeler, feel free to reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix, and I want to make you a Quantrix master. So please join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.